Hello guys, in this tutorial we get the temperature and humidity data from the Dht22 sensor and show them in a QML based Gui design on Raspberry Pi. First let me introduce with a simple circuit. First pin of the DHT sensor is connected to VCC. A second one, which is the data pin, is connected to pin 7, which is actually GPIO4 on Raspberry Pi. It is a good idea to add some 1K or 10K resistor between a VCC and a second pin. If DHT is far away from the Raspberry Pi, of course. Third one is not connected to anywhere. Fourth one is connected to ground of the Raspberry Pi. To display temperature and humidity data, HDMI or a display port can be used. I used official touch screen, which makes me to use DSP port, which is a display port. Before it starts, it is highly recommended that follow my videos about how Qt works with a Raspberry Pi and how a development environment can be created. Otherwise, you cannot have necessary dependencies to run our example. So let's start. Open a Qt Creator, then click the new project here. Choose a Qt Quick Application Empty. Give a name. I just create a file before for our example in home, and it's called the DHT QML Raspberry X. Let's give a name our application DHT QML example. Let's say. Click next. I used QMake. I use QMake. 5.9 is okay. And Rasp kit is my development kit to build our application. It's okay. Now it gives us simply a source here, a main CPP file and a QML file, which is a Gui Design here, and a project file here, profile. Before start also, just go to projects, then and unclick the shadow build. If you click the shadow build here, your executables goes to here, simply created in that file. But if you want to create your binaries, which is in working directory, should be in directory, then you should click the shadow build. And we will see now what we mean. So, first create our Gui design. Go to design, tool. You can change the background color here. Let's make it black. And we will add some text to show our temperature and humidity data. You can change also dimension here, also position, as you see. You can change also name of the ID. I will give here a temp, which is temperature. Also, this one is a Qt rendering, is not a Qt rendering, should be native rendering, is good. I did the design before, and I just, to save time, I copied it, okay. Go to edit, and text is here now. It was added before. And I copied text here. You can find all the example code below the video in the GitHub also. Go to design, and the background is not the suitable dimensions, so you make this 800, then okay. This will be the temperature data. We will add also the sign for temperature, I mean the Celsius sign. Temp sign. So I will again copy what I did before. Also I copy the other humidity data text object. Hum sign. It is not needed. Object name. This is okay. The object name is used here to update our temperature data dynamically in the Gui design. We will access this text object using this object name, like temp. So go to design. As you see, as you see in the last of the tutorial, this screen should like this. And also we can try it right now. Just go to build and build all. In the compile output, it should be compiled without any error. That's okay. Connect to Raspberry Pi. You should know the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. It's mine. I think it should be 24. Yeah. I access as a root. Oops, sorry. No. Now I will go to home. DHT Raspberry file I create before. So Raspberry Pi is working. Let's create a new window. Actually, let's create here. Open terminal here. It's also a good idea. Now see, there is a DHT QML example. You can check the file type of this DHT QML example. It is ARM. It's compiled crossly. It should work in the ARM-based boards. So with SCSP, secure copy, send the DHT QML example. This is asking for the password for Raspberry Pi access. So now it's here. Before start, it's a good idea to actually export the QPI EGLFS height cursor is 1. It hides the cursor, otherwise you will see the mouse of the cursor. Simply export. Now run DHT QMLX. As you see, these, don't worry about these ones, it's just some warnings. And as you see in the screen, it shows us what we designed. Now let's implement the function for the DHT sensor. Go to main CPP. Let's create an QObject for our QML objects. These are the part of the QObjects. QObject item temp, let's say, should be null. QObject item hum should be null. So then at item, actually assign the object to item temp like this. It's not working because we didn't add this necessary libraries. Now since it goes something like a red, now it's okay. Also we add for the humidity the same thing. It's a good idea to make them make as a global here outside of the main. So actually we never write down is here, but let's create a simple timer, and let's see that this number's updating dynamically. Q timer library should be added actually. Let's create here a Q timer. We will use also later. Simple timer. Okay, and let's create simple update function here. Int update. I'm writing a C style. Okay, this, don't worry. It should be simple as possible as. Let's make it an integer function, don't worry. We will connect this timer with this update function. Using single slot mechanism, we connect this update function with our timer. Which makes a QTimer timeout method is connected to the update method. When every each 2 seconds, update method is called, and while is will be increasing. Now I will add the item temp object. Actually, I will assign the while variable to the item temp. Simply item temp set property method. We can use text based our object q string set num val. Let's make the float 1. I just only update the temperature data. Let's compile. Okay, it makes a error. What is the matter? Item temp set property Here I think well, it should be double. We choose F here. It should be double. Change as in double. Simply compiled again. But I just forget to add this in an update file. It's my mistake. And also this should be here is okay. Let's send to the Raspberry Pi. And run it. As seen, our application is working. It's good. So now let's add our DHT sensor function to read the temperature and humidity data. To do that, actually, first, let's say I couldn't find a clear definition for a DHT sensor definition, like for I couldn't find clear documentation for DHT sensor to implement a simple function, communication driver. But in the internet, I found some example, and I just copy them here, and it works. They are working with the wiring Pi libraries. To build the example here, we need simple wiring Pi libraries, which just copy from our Raspberry Pi to here. To do that, go to Raspberry Pi and let's find it. Where is this our libraries, wiring Pi libraries, and let's wiring Pi wiring. No, I think it's right. It's wiring. Wrong, I think. Yeah. Wiring P is a capital. So in this one, in user lib, these are the necessary files. Just simply go to the build file here and simply copy here. User lib wiring Pi, and all of this should be copied like this with a star. Lib wiring. Okay, and the destination folder is here with a dot. You can set this password here. Now our so file, which are shared object files, are here. We can simply add here, I think here, from here we can simply add library as an external. This one and this one, both of them are needed. Why I cannot choose both of them, I don't know. Just open the wiring Pi, like Windows, okay, and also add the other one. I'm not sure it is necessary. for other one, but let's add. Doesn't matter. So these are just only Linux. I think it should work. Now in the profile, there are some extra lines which makes this a link is possible to connect our shared object files. Now simply we can test it. Include wiring pi hash is here, and we can simply compile. I think, yeah, it's okay. So before writing the function, it's a good idea to initialize wiring pi from, for example, before the app. Here, wiring pi setup, and set UID, get UID. Yep, like this. We should still. Oh no! It's get. Actually, it's not. I think, but. I think it's not necessary. Set UID. I'm not sure. I think it's not necessary. Just remove. So I add here also the other libraries I think we will use in the next. Just add them. Now I copy here the function simply. You can find on the internet. Also, I will share what I write here after update. Now what we did here, this one is the function which reads data from the DHT sensor. If it's not working, then just change, increase or decrease this max timings define the macro here. It's actually, I don't know why it's 85. I'm not sure really. So I should add this here. It prints the humidity and temperature as a T and hash. I add the set property with T and the Gui, and is for humidity this one as hash. Okay. Then these are not necessary anymore. And also this update should be changed to read Dht22 data function like this, and let's compile. Yeah, there is no problem. We can go to our Raspberry Pi again. Send it to our Raspberry Pi with this command, and here DHT command X. Let's wait. It's not working. Why? We didn't add them. Temperature is working, but I think I made a mistake. Oh, sorry. So we can try. Okay, we changed the update here. Everything is okay, I think. compile again. Okay, let's send our binary to our Raspberry Pi. Update is not calling, and okay, these should stay here. Don't worry, you can remove this. Actually, let's, okay, it stays, don't worry, just remove, or not remove. Okay, let's compile again. And run the example. And now, as you see, temperature data and humidity data is printing as a standard output, is printing here also, and it's representing in the Gui Design. How can it set 47 centigrade degree? I think we make a mistake. Something wrong here. Let's check. Oh, this should be hum. Close it. Send again. Run it. Now it should work perfectly. So we can increase the temperature, touching it simply. As you see, every 2 seconds it updates the screen. It calls the this data function. So guys, that is all for this tutorial. You can find the code below the video in my website. Also much more definition about how QML works or how Qt works. So thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe.